And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Kansas City Royals. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. George Brett, always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, deep when he's on the bases, and this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat. Well, it's no secret he's had his struggles at the big league level. Career ERA over 5. But today's a new day. He's going to take the baseball, go out there and compete. I can't wait to watch.
All right, ready to get underway. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
The 2-2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. O'Neill takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. It features a great veteran presence, Shawn Green.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
And a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground right side. On to O'Neill. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
Paul Muller.
2 outs. Base is empty. And next for Toronto, Paul Molitor. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The 1-1 is fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2-2. Just off the inside edge. And now filled up. Carlos Delgado in the on-deck circle. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two. Popped up. Massey moving under this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Kansas City and on the hill today, Jose Barrios.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And stepping in is the speedy Buck O'Neill. And a 1-1. Foul ball there. Shot back to the mound, and he gloves it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, George Brett.
Boog, he has over 1,500 RBIs in his career. I mean, this is a guy that loves the opportunity to drive in runs. Some people shrink under that pressure with runners in scoring position. But he spent his entire career in the middle of the lineup, and everybody knows he can do some damage.
In the air, center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
George Brett steps in for the Royals. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kiermaier settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score on the show. And welcome back. Top of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Delgado.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now that's smacked to right center. Olivares racing, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Second inning here, no score. Check swing, now an appeal to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he walked him.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow. Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Rips that one center field, and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. Here's a 1-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Line and a base hit into right. Coming home. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. And now Joe Carter leading the AL in batting average. They say it went.
1-2.
Bichette, the runner at third. Guerrero at first. One gone. Next pitch misses. 2-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Massey over to second. On to O'Neill for the inning-ending double play. So they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's going to be Martin Digo. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Edward Olivares. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. 3-2 now.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And now for the Jays, Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 1. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. On to O'Neill. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
The 1-1. Check swing, and that's a ball. Struck him out looking. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Next offering misses. 3-1 now. Righty delivers. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
At the plate, Michael Massey. The pitch. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Kicks and fires. This ball's chopped on the ground. He beats it out, and it's first and second on the infield single.
Well, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play. Good bad ball hitting right there. Just kind of threw the barrel at the ball, trying to protect with 2 strikes, and sometimes it works out well for you.
Drew Waters stands in. The 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kiermaier puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Buck O'Neil digging in now. Grounded out his first time. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting runners on the move. The 1-1 is fouled off. Witt, the lead runner, out at second. Massey over at first, with 1 away. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex.
Alex Gordon getting ready to hit. Flied out to center in his first at bat. The 1-1. And he dodges that fastball. And a 2-1 on the way. Rip towards third. They take the force out. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. And it remains 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Paul Molitor. Here's a 1-1. And downstairs.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now
Carlos Delgado, the next to hit.
Delgado.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And gone! That one felt good, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
And now here is Sean Green. The wind and the pitch. Got it by him for the K.
The bat, number 11.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
The wind to kick the pitch. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one is lifted in the air. Gordon flying after this one. And in one hops the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. In the air, left field. Gordon settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the fourth, now the third baseman, George Brett. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And a swing and a miss. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting.
Here's Martin Digo stepping into the box. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a 1-2.
Ball outside.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now Salvador Perez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Rios a check to first. Digo back in on a dive. Chris, Salvia Tommy John surgery. It seems like more and more position players are having Tommy John. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Digo over at first with one away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The center fielder, number 14,
Edward Olivares steps in for the Royals.
Olivares.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for these guys.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Back to the mound. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City. They trail things here 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and here is Joe Carter. And the righty deals. And that one off the outside edge. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Amir Garrett, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Clark, the right-hander, also getting loose. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Diving, makes the grab. Well, 2 goals when you've got the go-ahead run at the plate. Keep him in the ballpark, and then second, keep him off base. Well, that diving stop right there does just that. Excellent job.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Grounded out his first time. Hard hit right side. He handles it himself, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman with Merrifield.
So the lineup flips over. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a ball.
2-1.
That one the other way and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they hold the 2-0 lead. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr., a second-generation big leaguer. His dad won 142 games in the show. The Royals made Bobby Jr. the number 2 overall pick in the 2019 draft right after Adley Rutschman, and he made his debut in 2022. Finished behind Julio Rodriguez, Rutschman, and Stephen Kwan for Rookie of the Year. Great crop of rookies. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ground ball right side. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. He's 0 for 1. Inside, just missed. Now a fly ball to right center. Kiermaier moving under it. And that is that. KC down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Top of the 6th inning. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Kevin Kiermaier. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. Did not go. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball popped up. Fair ball.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So He just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jordan Lyles departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Amir Garrett.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Carlos Delgado. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily. Kiermaier on third, Molitor at first with no outs. This one high in the air to left center. Olivares makes the play. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 3.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
And next for Toronto, Sean Green. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Check swing went around. And the count 1-2. Step off throw to first. Molitor back easily. And a 1-2. And that just misses. Bullpen activity starting up now. Taylor Clark preparing to come on if needed. Coleman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Two down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The bat, number 11.
Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Royals nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Digging in, Buck O'Neil.
The first baseman, Buck O'Neil.
That one not close. 2-1. In the air right field. Green running hard to get it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held up. And the right-hander deals. That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 5, Joe.
And next up for the Royals, George Brett. This guy has turned into a beast.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Good eye right there.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Brett tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail it here 3-0. Righty reliever out of the pen, Dylan Coleman. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals, number 65, Dylan Coleman.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2.
Leading off for Toronto, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Olivares makes the grab, and there's one down.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter next up for the Blue Jays.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And a pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Witt has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Alejandro.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
2-2.
And a ground ball to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Down in order go the Blue Jays. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Martin Digo.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
The wind of the pitch. That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Salvador Perez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one close, ruled a ball. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. On the ground, right side. Nice stop. Over to Bichette. But the return throw is off target. They can't turn the double play. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
So up now for Kansas City, Edward Olivares. Falling behind 2-1. The pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Here's the 2-2. And this is inside. Perez at first, one gone. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Cut off, now a throw home. It's offline, and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's all for Jose Barrios. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. A new arm into the game, the righty, Eric Swanson.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr. Ball to strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off. Went right after him there, singing, no messing around.
3 pitches right there, 3 really good fastballs in that at bat, but what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it, and then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity, caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations, just as important as mixing speeds.
Third out, and that ends the frame. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Royals 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Clark.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Taylor Clark.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Whit Merrifield. The 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short, Witt. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's Kiermaier now, 1 for 3. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. On a line, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Paul Molitor next up for the Blue Jays. And it is 2-1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And now 2-2. Popped up. Brett moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Carlos Delgado. He's already homered here in this one. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him.
And down on strikes. That ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Royals 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tom Henke.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here comes a pitch. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1-2 here. And that misses off the outside edge. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 2-2 now. Right side. Hauls it in for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Caught him looking for the K.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Alex Gordon digs in now. The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And here it comes. In the dirt. Inning over. Aroldis Chapman comes in to take over.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now for the Jays, Sean Green.
The right fielder, number 15, Sean Green.
And now the lefty. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Olivares makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Now, Bo Bichette. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. At the belt and fires. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. One, two now. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Brett drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. There's a 1-1. And that's outside. Action in the pen down there. Josh Stamont, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Two outs. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. And a pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So up next for Toronto, Joe Carter. And a pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one just misses. 3-2 now.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Bounce to the right side, and that's just foul. Guerrero, the lead runner at second. Carter at first. 2 out of the inning. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Kicks and fires.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
2 outs. Bases are full. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Royals 1. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Number 68, Jordan Romano.
Here's the third baseman, George Brett, known for his late inning heroics.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a pitch. In for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And he deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty delivers. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that one almost got him. Righty to the plate. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Froze him with a backdoor slider.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Pitch misses. 2-2. And that one is inside. Kicks and deals. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Fakes the turn. He's digging for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right-handed reliever. That misses. Full count 3-2. Edward Olivares next up for Kansas City. 1 out and a runner at second. Popped in the air. Left field. Carter should have it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The center field, number 14, Edward Olivares.
So it's their last chance in this one. Edward Olivares steps in for the Royals. Next pitch misses way outside.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and now they trail by 1.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Yimi Garcia takes over on the mound. This is his 3rd time out this year. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, 4-pitch save. He was just starting to get comfortable out there after throwing a lot of pitches in the bullpen in this one. But a nice job of attacking the hitters, being very efficient. And this is what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to close things out as quickly as possible.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.